Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm Shadow's Pub, bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, have some fun. You can share your own posts or someone else's you really like. To take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel. Come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, and we'll get started. After I finish having a little cough. Um, Blue, what's that about?
Oh, you said keep it brief.
Oh, good grief. It had to be Blue. Strega,
Sorry.
bring us back to insanity. I mean sanity.
No, too late. Too late. You have your
I had
marching
to
orders.
stop laugh. Hello.
Good
Hi,
morning,
how are you?
Strega.
Oh my gosh. Blue briefs, I love it. Yeah, that's my yesterday's post. It's about my time in Poland and when I had my holiday, like actually my time with my parents during the holiday, if that makes sense. Because they lived like on a country, like deep country, like away from people. So their life actually it's very different from mine. So always when I get there, like I have to, reorganize my head very much to do so. But yeah, it was really cool, and I've put there like few thoughts and like many pictures, and I hope you like it.
You always do many pictures, and they're always good ones.
They're like over 60, so
Oh, is
yeah.
that all?
Uh, yeah, only 60 this time.
Okay, next time I'm doing a mid-journey post and I'm putting a whole bunch of images in, I will not worry about the fact that I'm using about 15 or 20 of them.
So like yeah, because I see the picture was here like about those beetles, like no, not a snack, they are just pests, they are the very worst. I don't really know why they call them Colorado beetle. Have no clue. Like my friend called them devil ladybugs, and I think it's accurate. But yeah,
It's it is, as a gardener, I can safely say that is a terrifying beetle to find in your garden.
it
Like,
is really not cool. Like
yeah,
because like the old ones, they actually sleep like underground, so they can actually survive like years, sometimes even 2 years. So if you have like your potatoes, in like next year, it's quite possible you will get them again because they are sleeping there and just waiting for those snacky roots and lovely leaves. So
it's one
yeah,
of the reasons they recommend you rotate crops because that
yes,
Colorado
100%,
potato beagle will
100%.
definitely.
There, that will be there.
So
Yeah.
we used to have to go out and knock those things off the potatoes and dust, and then look under the leaves to find the clusters of eggs,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
take
oh yeah,
the leaves
100%.
off.
100%. Yeah, we would actually remove the leaves because like for like first 2 3 days we would find plenty of those, but later on like one or two, and then were like few eggs, but we take them all off, and now it's all fine actually.
That
Yeah,
first little while is it's a race.
yeah, it actually is. Like it was like 2 or 3 days were only like adult ones, and there were like third or fourth day were already eggs and stuff. So yeah, they are in a rush.
Yeah, they don't waste
So
any
yeah,
time.
no, not at all. But it was like for me it was cool because I was there like only a few days. But yeah, if you have to deal with that like on a regular basis, I imagine it's just disaster.
Yeah, probably one of the reasons I was never a
Oh,
fan of doing gardens.
Pluto is so cool.
Thank you, Strega. And Blue, you're up.
I was just looking at the dog in the post.
Ah,
His name is Pluto.
ah.
Funny you should mention potatoes.
You two in cahoots?
I did a post on. I was out through the garden, and when I did the videos and took the pictures, it was probably about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks before the harvest. I'm probably less than a week now before I'll go out, and I keep everything in grow bags. So I grow these in big 25-gallon bags, and the first bag will probably be ready very soon.
Really? Well, actually,
Anyway, the post is about tips of when you know it's ready to pull your potatoes.
I shouldn't actually be surprised because I saw the local vegetable stand advertising that they had Dave's own, which means it's their own that have been grown right there. So, yeah, I shouldn't be surprised.
There are some varieties that are 90 days from when you
Mm-hmm.
put them in, some 100, 110, and I plant mine March 17th on St. Patty's, April, May, June 17th. So that's, I'm at 90 and a couple days, so I always give it an extra week. It's okay to leave it a little longer, but yeah, we're there.
So
It's that time.
I'm gonna guess for Dave to have them up and ready at this stage. He must be have done what you did and start them early, but he wouldn't have been able to have planted them early because we were still getting hard freeze by then.
As long as you can work the ground and get them underground.
Well, that's a point.
And there are those that plant uh and even though the ground will freeze over the top, as long as you plant them deep enough, you're not terribly worried.
Mm-hmm. That may be what he's got. All right. Thank you, Blue. And Blazar, you're up.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Um, so, yeah. All right. My friend and I were talking. This post is all about trying to write and using AI to make the work cleaner and faster. So we're arguing about how AI has taken over the whole writing industry, and people are so lazy they don't want to write again. They prefer using AI and bots to help them write faster. But well, I came to the conclusion that it can be used to write, but the parts of writing that involves storytelling, that part is human, and that part can't be changed. So that's what this whole write-up is about. It's about how to put them together, the storytelling part of writing, and the AI part to make sure that something comes out and it's not just dry AI stuff. Yep, that's what it's about.
And it's really dry. AI can give you some ideas, but if you really want to write a good story, you still have to write it yourself.
Yes, yes.
And it does come up with some interesting ideas. Thank you, Blazar. And Balikas, you're up. There's nope. Balikas. She having network issues, maybe?
I don't see typing.
Neither do I. She may be having network issues. Seki, I've got you in there twice now. Do you know that? Here we go. And come on, open up. The feeling was
Come on.
mutual. I knew she didn't need a chase to get her to say the most preferable word I would love to hear. Yes, I will be your girlfriend. Ooh, that looks like a story. Ah, you've got a buttload of posts. Making up for lost time, are you? The Belikas is coming in by text today. She may come on voice yet. I'll just enter that over here. Those of you who have not gone up to the Fluency Fun channel and clicked on the emojis, please do so. If you want to be entered. If you don't want to be entered, then don't do it. Amy, you're up. Nope, don't see Amy typing yet. And Amy is doing text today. She says, have you ever tried ironing your outfit with a cup? You heard me right, a cup. Want to see how? Click to read and enjoy the beautiful process of making this simple caftan. I like how Amy does that. She keeps everyone guessing. Come on. And who we got next? We got Aslam Rare. Aslam, I think you've probably seen the way it's working here, so if you have any problem, let me know. Just go ahead and drop your link over in the text channel.
So Kenny dropped a reminder. She, I don't know Aslam, but they were having an issue and said that the voice was not working.
Oh, okay. Has he tried going out and coming back in?
I don't know. Kenny's getting them to do it via text.
Okay. Okay. Whoops, I'm in the wrong window.
Hello everyone.
There you are. Go for it. Go for it. Go ahead. Aslammer, your voice worked. Go ahead. Unmute. Oh, maybe he's gone shy on us.
Could be.
Okay. HL.
Hello, good evening.
There you are. Go ahead. Tell us about your post.
Okay, thank you very much. This post is all about Hive Learner cover contest. I utilize Canva application, and after using Canva application, I have made and did my best to design a best cover for my submission in the running contest. So I have utilized different elements and different tools that were helpful in designing such an amazing cover. I have shared here. I think you will like it.
Looks like you've done a nice job.
This was all about my post. Anything you can ask. You're welcome. Thank you.
Good job. Nice job. Oop, I loaded that in there twice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. And Seke, you're up. I think you know how to do it.
Hello, testing, testing. Okay, since I'm on. So it's been a while I've been here. Good to see everyone around. This I'll say this is my latest post right now. Yeah, like not latest, earliest. Huh? This is my earliest post anyhow. I was trying to bring in some pictures for the landmark gallery. That is, let's make a collage gallery. I don't know if anybody knows that community, but it's a really nice community, and I've been trying to post here sometimes when inspiration kicks in. So this is just some pictures that I took around my school on, I don't know, I think was it Wednesday or Tuesday, I'm not really sure. So I could have not put it in Wednesday work community either. So I just tried adding them, and yeah, you can just go check the pictures, see how they are, or put a comment. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, he's in for another one, Kenny. You're not in for any yet, Kenny. Boys are. You're up. Ooh, money online by reading books. Tell me about this.
Money online. Okay. Okay. So, I was trying to share some of the ways I've been using to, sustain myself these few months after I left service, and I thought I should make a post about it. So I just added everything I ever did, and into a post and posted it. Yep,
All right. So you're gonna have to
that's
go
what it's
and
about. How to make money just by reading.
you're gonna have to go and read the post to find out what he's been doing. Don't forget to leave him a comment or two. And if anyone is curious about the NFT that is going to be shared today to some lucky person, it's coming up. Of course you can, Frida. You just need to drop the emoji. Oh, is Frida in the voice channel? That's the NFT that is being shared today.
Do you have a recommendation for an NFT wallet?
I'm using NFT Showroom. NFT Showroom can be a little bit pricey too. Like it's 3.33 um, Hive to make your first listing, and then there's a smaller amount for each edition. So it's a little bit pricey. But I don't know of any others on Hive. The other option is to put them onto Wax. And there was another one this morning that I was approached about that's on the ETH chain. Yeah, OpenSea's had some hacks, so I'm not sure that I'm be terribly comfortable with that. And then of course there's the gas fees for ETH. So I've just been using NFT Showroom. I figure that right now Hive is inexpensive enough that you know I'm not too worried about the fees. Yeah, what's he been using? Cent.io or something like that. I'll have to find out what it is. Might be interesting.
That's J J Fuji is over in, is it Scholar and Scribe?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
I think he's been making NFTs out of his books, out of his stories.
Yes, that's it. I think I don't know the particulars for getting into the site, but I think to claim the NFTs that he make, you just have to like register onto the site, and to register that you need your email and stuff. I don't think you pay any money. But sure, I'm not really sure. I've tried registering, had some issues, dropped out. So I pick interest, try and register again, had some issues, drop out. So maybe one day I'll finally just go the way through.
Yeah, I don't know what chain Cent is. The Cent.io is, unless it's a chain of its own. Looks like it. Have to take a look into that. I've looked at wax. I haven't figured wax out yet. I think it's different, engine, unless somebody's got a really nice touch on doing their own websites. There is a cent token. You're right on that, engine.
There's a cent, literally CENT, the token. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to find out from Jay Fuji what he's using. The volume is very low on NFT showroom right now. There we go. Rarible. Ethereum, Solana, Tezos. That looks interesting too. Um, One that I was asked about this morning is this one, but it's ETH.
Well, I'm looking at the Rarible one. Are they just quoting the price in ETH and you can buy and sell in a different way?
I don't know. I haven't been able to look a bit further. I've been getting because I've been doing daily posts on Instagram with my images. I've been getting a lot of spam comments with people saying, "Hey, I'd like to buy your post or your images as
NFT.
NFTs." And I just respond back, "Great, you can see my NFT collection over here," and I give them the link to the NFT showroom. Somebody actually decided to have a conversation with me this morning, which is a
Oh,
first. So
not just a drive-by spam.
exactly, and they've made an interesting offer actually, but that's the site that
Oh,
they were asking about. So I thought, okay, well, we'll look at it, especially since you made an interesting offer. And Strega, you're up.
So I will have like a melody in background for my speech. That would be cool.
That was the mafia theme song from The Godfather when she said she got an interesting offer.
As long as
Oh,
no
that would
horse
be
head
cool if
appears on my pillow.
that would be cool if I've been Italian or something like that. That would be really really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my last part of the collab with Scholars and Scribe. So my Ariadne thread, and that's last part, and I added as well the picture as always, of course, because I just
As
have
always.
to do that.
Well, you're an artist.
Um, yeah, like I just really,
Ooh, white on
really,
black.
really love
Cool.
to draw. I just really love to do so, and I am trying something new with with white pencil over black. I actually that actually the second one that I actually made. I'm usually I would use pencils or like regular pencils or like ink pens or regular pens, and so that's kind of new territory for me. So don't judge me too harshly.
I think it looks
And
cool. I do.
thank you.
I think it's a great
Um,
effect.
yeah, I really I'm looking after like some comments about my story. I hope you like it, or if you don't like it, let me know, and if so, why. Yeah, I'm really really interested in that. So yeah, yeah, that's me.
All right. Thank you, Strega. Frida, I see you got into the channel with us. If you dropped this emoji into the channel, it tells me that you would like a turn, and I'll add you to the list and call on you when it's time. And see the wandering moon has just dropped that in there, and now that I've added her to the list, I will add an emoji to say, "Yep, you're on the list." And that's how that works. Looks good, Strega. Nice job. And Seki, you're up. Who's that, Blue?
It's a cat that's no longer with us. It's more about it's a black with white charcoal on black background.
She's done a nice job of
Is
it.
it a painting? Wow,
Say that
nice.
again.
Is this a painting or is it a picture? Like
It's
camera
a
or
painting. We're not painting. It's a yeah,
drawing?
Charcoal?
charcoal on black paper.
Hmm. So what they call that?
Strega's asking, is that dry pastel? Oh,
It's not
That could be.
pastels.
Okay. So
It's
hello?
go ahead.
hello. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is my entry into the fiction posts of the Inkwell. I think they use a funny word, bots or something like that. Yeah. Apparently means gossip and water water basin for pirates, ships, whatever. I legit didn't know what to use that word and do. I had no idea. But a story did enter my head about pirates and stuff. So I just wrote about that. Then I added Scuttlebutt to that story. Makeshift entry. Anywho, that's just it. Read, like, comments. Thanks.
Very good. Well done. Thank you, Seki. And Blue, you're up.
Similar to Strega, this is my entry into the Scholar and Scribe / Dreamport joint challenge. This is part 3 of my threads story. All three, 1, 2, and 3 are the for the best way of putting it is the polite, mostly safe for work version of what I really wrote.
The somewhat
But yeah,
vanilla.
it's the somewhat vanilla, at least safe for work, safe for listening and reading. I've removed almost all the naughty words.
Almost all. I like the way you said that. So if you have not read the first two parts, you definitely want to read the first two parts and then read this. Blue Stories or
In
whatever
the
read.
when you click on 3, the first 3 sentences are a link for part 1 and a link for part 2.
Wandering Moon picked up on that. Almost all the naughty words.
Mm-hmm. I had to keep the PG-13. I contemplated dropping the real one in and going in and screening it in immediately, but I thought I'd behave.
You didn't want to get screamed at from across the country.
No, yeah.
Or maybe across the world. Who knows?
I would be put in timeout.
Screeners will be on the lookout for the 2% that didn't get cleared. 2% actually would be just perfect.
No, it was 2% that were nice words. The other 98 were the naughty words.
Ah, perfect. Strega, by the way, has put in her vote that she wants to see the original.
Yes.
You're building a following without actually having the producing the goods. She demands it. Don't you
She
want to
demands
demand
it.
it?
She doesn't have time to demand. She just wants to demand.
She didn't have time to throw that in there.
Or she's using Dream's keyboard that doesn't do ends for some reason.
Right. Yes. Dream's really hard on the letter N, isn't she?
She,
Which is kind of weird when There's no N's in her name.
Yeah. Well, you keep buying those cheap non-Macintosh devices, it's gonna fail.
I'll let you away with that one for now. Seke, you're up. We're going to hear that name a few times today. Maybe. Seke. Yes, he has a buttload of posts. He really kind of wondered why he didn't store them somewhere else, but hey, whatever works.
I know. Some of those letters can be uncomfortable.
Yep. He must be digging for it. Seki! I got you, there, Belikas. Well, if you've, I haven't called on you yet. Oh, wait a minute, this is a new one. Two different names. You need to have dropped your emoji for to get a turn. Awal Ali. There he is.
Sorry. I had to go do something very quick. Okay, this was for the weekend experience post contest by Galen KP, I think. Yeah. So he asked 4 questions, that'll be 5, and we all know the drill. Like we're meant to write what we think or what we want to talk about on those questions. So my question was, what if I had the power to foresee someone else's death? Like I could just look at you and see the date you die. Like Shinigami, for those who have watched Death Note, I'll just see the day, time, and place you die. So I just wrote about it, whether I would just be telling random strangers, hey bro, don't go there, you're gonna die there, or I don't know, I've even forgotten what I wrote there. Are you still hearing me? Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Right, so that's about it. That's about it. So bye.
All right. Good job. Frida says men would love such powers at Seke's post. Men like a lot of things, don't they? But we'll see what happens. Balikas, you are up. And Balika says, don't tell me you've never felt it, the sensational feeling that makes the world lucky to have you. The feeling is beyond men's interception and can never be explained or understood. The feeling I speak of is something, and guess what? You're gonna have to read the post to find out. She's gonna keep you guessing if you don't go and read it. That's okay. You can do it in text just like Belikas just did. And has Aslammer left us? Looks like it. I don't see him in text.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks as though he's dropped off. He may have been having trouble with his network. Enchem, you're up. There she is. All ready and waiting. Come on and tell us about this.
Hello.
Hello, sounds like the little one's going to help you.
Good day, everyone. So I made a post about helpful tips for newbies,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my 1 year and 8 months in Hive, and shared my little challenges at the beginning and how far I went about it, and I'm seeing results currently. So I shared some tips to help the newbies, some tips on how to thrive in high blockchain, so that some people that used to give up after some time will not just find reasons to give up. Instead, they implement some tips I've shared through my experience. I will have so many reasons to stay in the blockchain and enjoy what I have for us. Thank you.
Nice job. Did you create that image? Encam?
What did you say?
Did you
Yes?
did you create that image?
Oh, yeah, I designed it using Canva.
Good job. That looks like you're in the
Thank you.
corporate offices of the Hive blog. The way you've got those letters, they look like they're mounted on the wall. Nice work.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what his name is on Hive. It's iSmart Boy. There we go. iSmart, you can just give a brief little description of what your post is about. You don't want to tell them what the whole thing is about because then they don't have a reason to go read it. And Amy, you're up. Amy, are you with us? There it is. Okay. Amy says, busybodies are everywhere in our lives, at work, in the neighborhood, and anywhere. Some people just love to ruin beautiful things, talking about scuttlebutt. What do you do when you hear them? Are you quick to jump to conclusions without verifying the fact? You don't want to miss the chronicles of Maggie's busybody. Ooh, better click to read the story. Now, iSmart, there is a really good example of how to describe your post. Not yet. Not yet. Not your turn yet. I'll call on you.
I thought, oh, they thought that was their turn.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you usually hear me say you're up. That's how you know that it's your turn.
A little nervous on speaking on voice.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody is the first time.
Right.
Wandering Moon, you're up. Okay, Wandering Moon, tell us about this.
Wow, that was pretty fast. Normally it takes the minute to get this done. This post is about the stone lapis lazuli, and its history in certain cultures.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good read. I love finding stuff like this about mythology and lore.
It's amazing how much truth is buried in mythology, isn't there?
Yes.
Interesting times. Blue says it's so cool, but of course he's a fan of blue things. He proved that at the beginning. You missed that. He dropped his blue drawers into the text channel.
I do have a problem with dropping my drawers.
You do. And Seke, you're up. Oh, Kenichiku, you won 1 HBI. Seke, did we lose him? Nope, he's here. There we go. Okay. Come on and tell us about this.
So this is a movie review. It's been quite long since I've had the time to watch a film.
I missed that. Say that again.
Sorry, I went up there. It's a movie review of Onward. It's the Disney Pixar film, or at least animated cartoon, right? It was released last year. I watched it before, actually, but I also had to watch it again. I was bored and I had some time on my hands, so I just decided to watch it again, and it was pretty nice. So that's about it. Thanks.
So, when you're watching it just for fun, and when you're watching because you're thinking you might write a review, do you look at it differently?
Most films that I watch, I don't watch for the reviews though. If I watch it, then I like how this film is, then I write a review about it. It's been at least, I think, 2 months or so before I wrote a review on this one. That's how long it has been since I watched the film. So yeah,
So, even though it was the second time, you didn't really watch it with a different viewpoint.
nah. Second time, I did skip some parts though, because I already knew what was going to happen, but I else watched it the same.
Okay. Curious. I was just curious. All right. The moment iSmart has been waiting for. It's your turn. Drop your link into the channel like you did before, and then come on and tell us about it. Oh, Kene says that skipping is a crime for cinephiles. Sake, watch out. Yeah, I see it. I see iSmart typing. There we go. All right. Open your mic and come on and tell us about your post. Oh, I see him still typing. What are we waiting for?
He put a little text up there with his link.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
Yeah.
Good catch. Thank you. I'm a newbie on Hive and trying to share about my life and business experiences. I'm trying a few contests where I could engage with friends. Here is my last article is how I balance life in terms of time and priorities. Good description. See? That worked well for you. So you know something, iSmart, and I'm not trying to pressure you into coming on voice before you're ready, but I will tell you this. Almost everybody in here that has said that they are weak on English have come on mic and showed us that they're not. So when you're ready, you'll come on. Amy, you're up. By the way, now is a good time to drop some emojis if people have more posts. Am I just a dime? I'm more than that. All right, and Amy says, 3 Tune Tuesday, we all have spec while going for who we date. The question is, are you your spec's spec? Is your spec worth your heart, or are you just blinded by the physical attribute of your spec that you will fail to see your worth? Are you just a dime? Well, enough of the questions. I shared 3 songs about knowing your worth and acting accordingly. You may want to check them out. I think Amy was trying to give me a tongue twister with all those specs. Yeah, we all stumble over words, that's for sure, Wandering Moon. All right. Okay. Anybody else got anything they want to share today? Because we've gone through the list. There we go. Kitty girl.
Well, I'm sharing the post of a newbie on Hive that I was helping her get an account because she was having trouble signing up the other day and no one else was able to help her. The eSency team, everybody just fell short on getting her account. So I helped her get one set up and been kind of coaching her just a little bit in writing her intro and so forth. And this is it. It would be a good idea to go welcome her to the blockchain and let her know that we're happy to have another smiling face here.
Good idea. And it looks like she's written a fair sized little post there. Good for her. Good idea to read those introduction posts and get an idea. It might be somebody that is a future friend. Because you know, strangers are just friends we haven't met yet.
Well, and everyone should remember too how they felt when they first came on the blockchain and didn't know anyone, and how much it meant when somebody just typed a simple welcome message, you know.
Exactly. Until they find a place like Dreamport or the terminal or, you know, the welcoming places. It's a lonely place out there. And Kenny, you're up.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Uh, I have a post from Intisha. I don't know if I'm getting the name right, but he's a Pakistan and he's someone that I've watched grow on Hive from I think the first week he came on board to this very moment. And I know you have also been here with us on PYPT. So this is a post he wrote about work-life balance, and it's worth reading, especially now that we have a lot of people working remotely. Because one thing I've noticed is that when people work remotely, if you are not working remotely, you think when you start working remotely, you have a lot of time for yourself. But when you finally get to start working remotely, you notice that you end up spending a lot of time on the job compared to when you were working under someone. So I think the post is a good one. He needs support. He needs people to share their thoughts on the post. So read, enjoy, and encourage the young lad. Thank you.
Yeah, when you're working for that hourly wage, it's like, okay, there's the work for today. I'm done. Don't care if it's done. When you work for yourself, it's like, oh, gotta get it done. It's a bit different, isn't it?
Exactly, very different.
But you do have to learn to kind of decide what the limits are for each day so that you do have some time to yourself. Because otherwise, you burn yourself out.
It's something we have to learn with experience when you spend a couple of time on the job. And some people never get to learn it until they start having some health challenges. That is when they have to sit back, watch their step, and start giving themselves
Yep,
time
absolutely.
outside the work. Yeah.
NChem 1 3 HBI. And Bluefin, you had something you wanted to share?
Yeah. Since you guys had mentioned newbies and all of that, I wanted to encourage all of the dreamers to go check out the Hey, Have You Met Marathon. These are all newbies that James Russell Graybeard and Britt and Josie are posting in Hey, Have You Met? And we are asking people in Dreamport to come alongside all these newbies. We all remember what it was like when we first started. And we're asking you not to just drop in on their intro post, but to pop in on their second and third posts. In the channel, you'll see I've dropped in some individual posts. Um, and I encourage you to go click on these people and just you remember what it was like when you first joined. You felt it's overwhelming. I mean, it's a huge new thing and whatnot. So anything you can do. Uh, so I do encourage it. Just pop in and visit the newbies. Let's all go to iSmartBoy to Ali and visit and let's support us. A year from now, they'll be the ones supporting all of the other newbies.
So who's checked out some of those posts down there in the Hey Have You Met Marathon channel?
Well, Kenna alleges
He's liking
they've
Jelly
popped in a
Vine, he
few.
says.
Uh-huh.
In the
Um,
Go ahead, Blue.
so Frida, if you see up above where I just dropped you know what? Oops, I did it again. If you click on that link, it takes you to another one of the channels in here in Dreamport where I'm linking to all of the
Yeah, the text channels you can create a link just by doing what Kenny did.
I knew that at one point and I forgot.
That's okay. You're allowed. More
Yeah,
blueberries for you.
more blueberries. So anyway, just to visit in there, and I've listed them. Yeah, I'm getting younger.
Oh, we
My
wish.
brain is. Pretty soon I'll be like a 3-year-old.
So next week, let's challenge you guys. Bring some of those newbies posts to PYPT that you really like. Let us know that that's where you found the post was in the Hey Have You Met Marathon channel. Because I love it when you guys share other people's work because it shows me you're paying attention to other people. And I've noticed several of people sharing of other people's work today. There always is some every week, and that's a good thing. Would you like to share engine with last year's emoji?
Yes. Something old school Pimp Your Post dude.
I thought I
You don't have
deleted
to
that actually.
it's still there.
What would you like to share?
So um
What's the emoji to use when someone wants to share a really old post?
Good
paying
plan.
attention to other people's posts. Katrina Ariel has this game out. I've done a
Looks like
playthrough of
he's
it.
server muted. You might need to unserver mute him.
I hear him.
I can hear him pretty well.
You got me muted, Kitty.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute Kitty Girl.
But anyways, yeah, it's not your typical game. It's actually a full blown novel that I don't know if anybody remembers those choose your own adventure books. That's
Oh,
what
right. Yeah.
it was really fun. My first playthrough, getting with the Queen of the Dark Woods and the Princess of the Kingdom, and it's a hot one. It's not for the faint of heart, I guess. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd drop that in there and say I had fun, and I will do another playthrough. There's a couple different endings. I'm gonna see if I can go to war this time. I made peace with everybody last time, so
So,
yeah.
is that something that she has to code in order to do?
Not her personally, but she wrote it's 225,000 words total um, in that particular. Oh yeah, the first one I did was really happy. Got married and all that stuff, and
That's quite a challenge to do multiple endings for a story.
not just multiple endings, but I mean multiple scenarios to get to all those different endings. I don't know how many there are total. I didn't ask her, but
So it's kind of like writing, say, there's 5 scenarios, 5 novels at once,
pretty much, yeah.
like the movie Clue.
The interactive one on.
Oh, I think endings should leave people thinking, so that if a sequel comes out, they'll come back to see what they thought.
Did you see the movie Clue?
No.
Um, so when they released it in the movie theater, they released it originally with an A, B, and a C ending, and you went to your movie and you got one of them, not all three originally. And so you could go and there were three different actual endings. Up to, 3/4 of the movie was the same, but the last quarter were three different endings.
So would that mean you'd have to go back 3 times or 2 more times to be able to?
Yes, or you waited until it, instead of the first run movie, it came to a second run movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then they played all three endings at the, by the time it got to the next ending. Or on video, when you saw it on video, it had all three endings. But it is true. That's pretty cool of Katrina to do that.
It took her almost 2 years to complete. So yeah,
Well, some
trying to
author.
keep everything separate in your head instead of just writing one book all the way through. That's basically five different. Like Shadow said, I might have got confused trying to write all that, but yeah, that's my share for the day.
So Alexander's just informed me they're just about ready to take off from Venice.
Noise.
They've been
Say
traveling.
that again.
They're just about ready to fly out of Venice.
Uh,
I'm not sure where to, because I know um, Tuesday they're going to be heading for the States, so I'm not sure where they're headed now. And Seke, you're up. Oh, we got another winner in the Fluency Fun channel.
Well, hi.
And Aslemer won the 5 HBI. Yeah, first time, and he was here long enough. I'm going to leave it go for him. Okay. Tell us about
Okay,
this.
I had to run away. This is the latest gold mine in the anime world. Like, this is an anime that has been gone for like 2 years now. Then, it just came back with this movie. Well, not actually back, but it just brought this movie out, and like everybody has been streaming it, everybody has been watching it. We're hoping that the amount of views make them to reconsider bringing back the anime because it's just too good to cancel. Anywho, it's just my take on the movie. All the anime fans out there, and even though you're not an anime fan, you can just watch it. It has some pretty nice values that aren't only for animes. So just go check it out, read, like, comment. This is Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. Thanks.
Kenne says you're baiting us with anime. I'm not sure what that means. Wyatt bait.
Jump on, bite the bait.
And
Everybody loves them.
Injun, you're up.
All right. No, nobody shared your post, Shadow. So I'm gonna share one of your posts because you're awesome, and we thank you all for doing this. And this one was pretty cool. I know a lot of people probably already know, but she plays around with different AI art and used one of the prompts to try to get something to flow well. Didn't quite work how she wanted it to begin with, but turned out pretty interesting in the end. So yeah, go check that. See the process. Pay homage to your hostess
Thank you,
with the
Injun.
mostest.
I
Yeah.
I have to give credit to Bluefin for that idea for this post actually, because
Oh,
I was kind of cussing about it not working out. And he said, "Well, why don't you just write a post about that for tomorrow?"
There you go.
And
I like the colors in it. Very summery.
yeah, they are. Yeah, I've been using the word from the prompt a day email list that I run, and I've been creating images from them every day.
Mhm. Have you tried other programs too?
Oh, I just use Midjourney. Midjourney is so endless that you know there's no sense trying others.
You haven't tried like the chatbot GPT or the mm,
Does chatbot like I use Chat GPT, but it doesn't create images. It will create prompts for me,
mm,
but it doesn't create images. In fact, when I go to create my NFTs each day, I take the image that it's going to be based on, and I take it into another app that gives me a description of the image, and then I use that description with ChatGPT on creating the material for the NFT.
cool.
Just finding the tools and putting them to work.
I got one on my phone called Pixel. That's fun to play around with.
Lots of them to play around with, that's for sure. Did I see? I did see Old School drop an emoji. Okay, Seki, you're up. Okay, come on and tell us about it.
Okay. So this is my entry for Treating Tuesday. Um, I didn't have literally anything to write about, but just a couple of songs that I heard this past week. So yeah, go listen.
Nice. Thank you, Seki. So, the new guys have done well this week. Hi, smart guy. You've won the NFT. Well done.
Noise.
Yep. Sometimes being the new guy just pays off, doesn't it? Oops. And I'm tagging Old School that he's up. That's okay. Just keep returning, Seki. You'll never know what you get. Old School's going to take a turn here. Ah, well, we'll forgive you next week. I see Kitty Girl typing. I don't see Old School typing. There it is. a wonderful project that helps entire communities and showcases Hive at the same time. That's the Hive borehole water flow and construction of the wall. And where's this one up? Shansaga, where is that? What country? It's in the Hive Ghana community, so I'm assuming that that's where it is. Yeah, Ghana. It's great to see that type of work being done and financed through Hive. That's what it's got to be 3, 4 now, or maybe more. Okay, anybody else have anything they'd like to share today? Okay, looks like we're ready to wrap up for today. You've been listening to. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Okay. You've been listening to Shadows Pub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT, and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating, and oh, bye, Wilma, because it's all about community.